Back slightly, number 5. Carry down the line. Stand still, the officers.
Morning, Excellency. Great Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Lucius Lake, 125 cadets in open order, awaiting your further instructions, sir.
This point, His Excellency the Governor General will inspect the rank and file of the Saint Lucia Cadet Corps. This concludes the inspection of the cadets by His Excellency.
Arm units, shoulder, arms. Royal salute, Bisee, arms.
It is a wonderful blessing for the cadets, and we are privileged to be away from your blessings. All blessings to you. But every year, the commanding officer gets an opportunity to show the forces, and sometimes we forget how effective the young people of Saint Lucia can be in youth organizations like the Saint Lucia Cadet Corps. And this occasion is when the commanding officer gets the opportunity to show the forces. So at this time, I would like to welcome the diplomatic corps, the parents, and especially the cadets who are serving and will be serving under all kinds of conditions, especially during disasters in Saint Lucia. So I take this opportunity to welcome everyone to this occasion this morning. Thank you.
I'm honored to be here this morning. And when I got here, I was saying to Mr. Cyril Saltibus that I was 1 week early. In that last week, Saturday, around this time, I was formally dressed at the Mindufili Park awaiting this very parade. And upon checking my schedule, I realized that I had gotten the dates mixed up. But I'm extremely pleased to be here this morning. The Cadet Corps plays a very significant role in the development of our country. And quite apart from the assistance you provide during the times of disaster, this organization has answers to some of the social problems we currently face with young people. And as the Minister for Education, I can tell you every single week, my office is inundated with cases and acts of indiscipline on the part of students and young people. And I can say categorically, in the absence of empirical evidence, that a dearth in the activities of specialized groups in our country has in part contributed to the breakdown of discipline in young people in this country. I know the home is the primary agent of socialization that prepares young people to be model citizens. But the homes are stretched. A lot of homes are broken, and a lot of homes do not have the resources, be it financial or otherwise, to nurture children in ways that would make them take the rightful places in society. And so we have to turn to formal structures in our country. I'm extremely heartened by the numbers I see here this morning, but I believe that in the next 2 years, we should increase the numbers by at least 100 to 200%. I do not want to say too much by way of a policy statement in terms of how we will look to strengthen the work of the cadets, but I can give you the most solemn of assurances this morning as the Minister for Education that in the coming weeks we will be sitting with the High Command and leadership of the Cadet Corps to chart a new way forward where we can allocate more resources to your work. Your work is undervalued, and I make no apologies for that. But the significance of what you do is immense, and it is against that backdrop the government that I'm a part of will stand shoulder to shoulder with the Cadet Corps to ensure that we give you the requisite support so that your work can be even more impactful than it has been. There's no reason for a country where you have approximately 26,000 school children, 26,000. There's no reason why we cannot have at least 5,000 young persons actively participating in the work of the Cadet Corps.
So I'm going to tell you this, despite the rain, your uniforms will dry. Your aches and pains will go away. But the one thing that should remain is the pride you have in yourselves. So I want you to stand a little taller. Wear your shoulders back. Lift up your chins and prepare to take on the world. You are the pride of Saint Lucia. The best that this island nation has to offer. And you can go as far as you want. I myself am a Saint Lucian just like you. And I can remember on more than one occasion, after something had happened and my father came and there was a little bit of a problem, and some tears were shed, and saying to myself, oh, I'm not having that anymore, you can't do like that. And I decided a long time ago that I was going to show them. And the way that I decided to show them was to succeed beyond all measures. And so I will drag myself from one place to another, bended, not broken, bloodied, but not incapacitated. And you can do what you want to me, but for me, the end is more important than the suffering I do on the journey. So I want you all to come on this journey with me, to lift Saint Lucia up, and lift yourselves up. You heard what the minister said. They're going to invest in you. Be worthy of that investment. Put in the time. Carry yourselves with pride from day to day. Know that your actions today will have consequences and an impact on tomorrow. Put in the effort. And I promise you, if you put in the effort, you put in the time, you will be rewarded. And maybe at times those rewards will seem small, but they will be rewards nonetheless. And the biggest reward of all is that no matter what happens to you, no matter where you go, they can never take away from you your pride and the lessons and skills and things you learned here. You will carry that with you until the day you die. And more importantly, the people left and right of you, they are also your family, and you will not be forgotten. And your achievements will not go unnoticed. You are part of something bigger than yourselves right now. Step up. Do the work. Put in the effort. And like I said, I promise you, you will be rewarded. Thank you, Honorable Sirs. Thank you, Colonel Hyacinth. Good luck to all of you, and remember, I'm here on this journey with you. We're going to do it together.
Allow me to express my thanks for each and every one of you for participating and showing our true colors in this inclement weather. I prayed this morning for the weather to give us a break. It did indeed give us a blessing. I would like to thank you, the parents, for choosing this organization, for developing your children to become productive young citizens of Saint Lucia. Thank you to the officers of the Saint Lucia Cadet Corps who volunteered their time and service and resources in order to develop the young children into productive citizens of Saint Lucia. I must recognize the work that has been done throughout the last couple of years and to show the great interest that has been developing within the organization. Today, this is only a fraction of the cadets that are enlisted in the Cadet Corps. Ideally, the CO's parade should be a show of force where every cadet should be on parade. However, due to some resource constraints, and also we've got lots of responses coming from parents of children who are sick with the flu and unable to make it. And as with everything else, we advise them to stay home, and then they will review a recording of the proceedings. It is important that we must recognize those young people who come together. And as you have heard before, they are the ones who really stand tall. They are the ones who really show that, listen, we can be part of the solution, okay, to the ills that we have in our communities. So again, thank you very much. I must also express my thanks, gratitude to the government of Saint Lucia, who over the past few years, I must admit, has been showing a whole lot more interest and been given some resources in order for us to participate in our activities. Just a quick example, last year, for instance, our summer activities, which took us to Jamaica, to Grenada, and our local summer camp, this in itself was quite a mammoth of a task and quite expensive. Again, this one cost us, the Cadet Corps, the government, and our parents in excess of $142,000 in order to get those activities together. We pulled it together. We are proud of that. Again, we are very thankful for some of the resources that the government was able to put in that allowed us to do it. We are very thankful for the times that it is very quick. We came in, have discussions with the minister, both the Minister of Education and the Minister of Youth and Sports, and indeed, they did assist us as we went forward. The parents, we have 2 parents who are very helpful and willing to go forward. They were the ones going through corporate society. Thank you. And we actually now starting to get our parents a whole lot more involved, because as I've always said, if the parents are involved, we tend to go a lot further. All right? The parents have their interests at heart, which are the children, and they themselves will do what it takes in order to get the Cadet Corps in a position to complete our task. So I'd like to thank you very much. In a while, you will notice the expansion of the Cadet Corps, and I will speak to a new unit that is going to be put into the organization. They have started the training. And we're hoping to see that unit develop. And just a moment, we'll be showing off that unit to you. Again, thank you very much. This year, we celebrated 95 years. This year, we have a grand gala planned. There's a fundraising gala planned for our anniversary, which is the 30th of July. So everyone should put this in their calendars. 30th of July, grand gala fundraiser. As part of our 95th anniversary, Lieutenant Colonel Lucius Glick has been given the task to coordinate the activities for the year. And the activities is not only that grand gala dinner, but there will be more other activities, competitions, and other things with the cadets putting displays together. We're looking forward to see some good representation of 95 years of the Cadet Corps as the year goes by. So this activity is the actual launching and the first activity on the calendar of things. With this, I would like to just express again my gratitude to you all for your participation in today's activity. Thank you very much. I would like to call upon Captain Henry Patterson in order to receive a Medal of Merit.
Royal salute, Bisee! Arms!
remain standing for the departure of His Excellency.
General salute. Present. Arms. Shoulder